You're more than welcome for this session, which is part of our meetings, as we need to be following up your work that you are busy doing within our units, which is called the Green Technology Research Units. Today we're going to discuss on one topic, one project. And next week, it's going to be for those who are working on the solar panel units, and the following week it's going to be on those who are working on water, and the week after it will be for those who are working on the chalk. So once more, you are welcome once more for this meeting. Before to tell you what we're going to be doing today, I would like just to introduce to you the main behind the camera is one of our members. He's part of this team. Remember what I told you from the beginning of the year. The project that we are running is for two purposes. Number one, for academic purpose. Number two, for industrial purpose. So it means that after completing your project, you're going to make your reports. That's going to be good. I know most of you are going to have distinction for your reports. But on the industrial side, it's going to be the part more challenging, where we need to show something we can sell it outside. So that is the reason why we are part of the team. There are other people who are part of us, but who are not currently. Among those people, Dr. Wasim, though he's not part of our chemical engineering or our department, but he's part of this team. There are also other people who are working with them, they are outside. This is what I want just to open as bracket before now to go to what we're supposed to do today. Basically, because you are part of our team, you need to know what other people are busy or currently doing. So that if you have to sell our products, you know already what the product is all about. Feel free. This is not a class, but this is more a company meeting. If you don't have any question, we are colleagues. You can just ask, lift up your hand and ask a question. If there is something you think that, no, this is not correct, because among us, we do have different specialties. There are people who are specialized in chemical engineering, in maths, in chemistry, in physics, and so on. So we need to bring all our intelligentsia together. As people used to say, from the shock of ideas, okay? This is where light comes out. That's why we have to put all our ideas together so that we may build a strong team, and we may make good projects. So today we're going to talk about the production of biodiesel from palm oil using heterogeneous catalysts. Briefly, I will explain to you in 20 minutes time. After finishing with my presentation, because it relates to the work that our brothers or our friends are doing, brother and sister, they are doing. But also, we're going to discuss some calculations. Since today, we're going to prepare another batch of biodiesel. So when they're going to be explaining to us how we're going to be doing our calculations, if there is something wrong, all of us, we're going to bring our input. Are you with me, guys? Good. Let me tell you about the production of biodiesel. Why do you think we are supposed to try to implement these projects? Production of biodiesel from vegetable oil of palm oil, whereas Angola produces a lot of amount of petrol. Do you think that's because this is a business? We want to bring something new on the markets, whereas there are already people producing biodiesel, which is the fuel used to put in trucks, in cars, while Angola, even South Africa, is already producing diesel and gasoline. Why do we suppose to bring a new product, colleagues? Can somebody tell me? Because if there is no importance for us to bring a new product on the market, we stop the project. We cannot invest on a project which will not be beneficial or profitable. So, Angola is producing diesel, South Africa is producing diesel. Why are we supposed to bring a new product?
I think we want to bring the product because we, as the name says, we are Green Technology Research Unit. So we want to bring something that is eco-friendly and something that is used daily, because everybody, most of people in the world, they drive every day, and we are focusing in Africa.
Yes.
And we are using something, the raw material is something that you can easily find in African countries. So that's why we are doing what we're doing. Because it's eco-friendly, because the raw materials are easily found.
Okay. Good. Can you speak louder, Nyasha? You're talking to your colleagues. Yes.
I'd also like to think that palm oil is renewable. It's more renewable than maybe if we would use maybe something that we have to drill down, and they have to, like right now they're complaining that they have to drill even deeper and deeper, and like when we just use something like palm oil that we keep on planting and...
Wonderful. Before to continue, I would like to introduce all people who are part of this meeting. I'm your servant, your humble servant, Dr. Mpela. I'm the team leader for this Green Technology Research Units. And quickly, each of the people will introduce themselves, giving the name and the country of origin, because we are a multidisciplinary group, people coming from different backgrounds. If each of them can give the name and the country where it's coming from. Okay, we start from the left and we move on.
My name is Nyasha Ziezwa from Zimbabwe.
Thank you.
My name is Miriam Almeida from Angola. Thank you.
Good.
It's Alishiso from Congo.
My name is Takunda Gonzura from Zimbabwe.
My name is Emmanuel Kongolo from Congo.
I'm Cedric Nzeki from Cameroon. I'm Godu Kasongo from DRC.
I'm Fabrice Kapiamba from DRC.
Our team is a multicultural team. We do have people coming from different backgrounds, and this is the way we're going to build our world, because our world actually is a big village, as you know. You can move from one point to the other one, taking it as your country. You can be living in South Africa as you could be living in Zim and so forth. Brief, we are talking about why we're supposed to initiate this project. Miriam gave us a reason, Nyasha gave also a reason. And we would like to hear from those people working on biodiesel. You have to sell your products. Why are you supposed to work on these projects? Alice, can you tell us?
As Miriam said, it's
Yes.
eco-friendly, and as well the raw material is available in a big quantity.
In abundance.
Yeah, in abundance. We can find it everywhere, in South Africa, in Congo, in Angola, everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere we can go, maybe to put our industry, we can have our raw material there for us waiting.
Therefore, you can create even jobs.
Yeah.
So you are a job creator.
Yeah.
Good. Congolo, Emmanuel, can you tell us? Working on biodiesel?
Yeah, I think most of the reasons were given already.
Yes.
There's also about, let's talk about fossil fuels, which are not anymore sufficient around the world because they are being used once and cannot be reused again. But palm oil, as we said already, we can reuse it. And there's something specific also about what we do as project. Even the raw material we're using, all of them can be are coming from they are available in the nature, which means it's going to be very easy for us to do as much as we want,
Thanks a lot. Let's move on.
Just to add on what my colleagues said earlier on, I also want to mention the fact that it is an innovation. As we know, innovation is always something very interesting because it's something new, and from new stuff we discover new opportunities, new doors are open. So as biodiesel coming from palm oil, it is a possibility to open more jobs on the farm area, but also on the industrial area, which means then it should be a possibility to bring everyone aboard, not only the farmer, but also the biodiesel.
Okay. Those parts of Total or Chevron or Caltex, they are making also diesel. They are producing petrol. Why people supposed to leave the petrol or the diesel produced by Caltex or Total? on the market that they have petrol. Total is producing petrol. Why they supposed to shift from the petrol diesel produced by Total and move to your biodiesel? Yes, Gonzalo?
Yes, thank you, sir, for the opportunity. On a business sense, as fossil fuels are decreasing, we're expecting the price of fuel to go higher. As we have seen in South Africa, the petrol was at 13.95. Now it's on 13.98, and now the price of diesel is actually gone above at 14.02. So that is because of the capacity or the availability of the resources that they're using. So in that trend, let's say by 2050, we're expecting the price of fuel to be even exorbitant, more than normal. Right now things are still looking stable, but there's a time according to a graph. If you can draw a graph, you can actually see the danger associated with this type. So we need a rescue plan as early as possible. So now we are using palm oil, these natural resources, they can only get abundant. So that is in itself offering something cheaper, and our prices can only decrease, not increase. So in terms of business, we have an upper hand as GTRU. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Okay, because biodiesel, diesel or gasoline, they are products of the petrochemistry. And what you need to know is this, guys. This is parts of what we call the petrochemical in engineering field. In brief, we would like to talk about fuel. That could be diesel or gasoline. But today we will stress more on diesel. Diesel is a product which derives from different sources. We can produce diesel by using crude oil, which can be found in Angola, underground or in the sea. They do have crude oil in Gabon, in Nigeria, in Russia, USA, and so on. Or it can be produced also from the natural gas. Natural gas. We can produce also diesel from this source. Or another source of producing diesel is from coal. I think most of you, you've already learned about it in different subjects. In CPI, I think. CPI, and in industrial, I think, chemistry. So, these are currently different sources of diesel.